So let's look at question number 12. Question number 12 is fx equals modulus of x. And you have to prove that the function is strictly increasing in the interval 0 to infinity. So it is strictly increasing. And the second part says it is strictly decreasing in the interval minus infinity to 0. Okay. Now because this is modulus of x का derivative क्या होता है? What is f dash x? It is x upon mod x. Now the value of this derivative does not depend on the denominator. Modulus is always positive, so you can keep it aside. Modulus and squares can be treated similar because they always give you a positive value. So it only depends on the value of x. So if x is greater than 0, what will be f dash x? Greater than 0, positive होगा. If x is less than 0, f dash x will be less than 0. So that means दोनों केसेस का आपके पास वैल्यू आ गया. So that means if x is greater than 0, this would mean that f dash x is positive. That means it is strictly increasing in this interval 0 till infinity. And if x is less than 0, it will be, the derivative will also be negative. So that means it is strictly decreasing in the interval minus infinity to 0. Fine. So modulus and squares need to be treated equally, similarly, because both will always give you positive values, right? Now question number 14. Question number 14, first part. So you have attempted first 6 parts, so should you start from 7th? 7th. So I am taking up 7th part of question number 13. The function is fx equals x to the power 4 minus 8x cube plus 22x square minus 24x plus 21, right? Now find its derivative first. What is the derivative? 4x cube minus 24x square plus 44x minus 24. So this is the derivative of the function given to you. Clear? 4 is common amongst all of them, so you take 4 out. So what is left out? X cube minus, basically you need to factorize to find the critical point. So that's why we are doing this. So x cube minus 4, 6 are 24, 6x square plus 11x minus 6. Now this is a cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial, how do we factorize that? First factor we find by Newton trial, and one way is a longer way. You do log division, whatever quotient you get, you split the middle term and find the other two factors. The other way is a shortcut method. I can explain you if you want. So first is hit and trial. So that means first root for this polynomial you need to find using hit and trial. If you put x as 1 minus 6 plus 11 minus 6, 12 and 12, so it will get cancelled. So that means x is equal to 1 is one of the roots of this polynomial. That means x minus 1 is one of the factors. Right? Now I'll just explain you one way of finding the factor, the other factor very quickly without doing long division. So we have found that x minus 1 is one factor, so you write it here. Now what you do is write the coefficients, only the coefficients of all these terms. Only the coefficients I said. So it is 1, minus 6, 11, minus 6. Fine. And what is there? Divisor mein kya hai? 1. Factor is 1, so that means I will write here 1. Fine. So that means 1, first term is going to give you 1, then 1 into 1 gives you 1, minus 6 and plus 1 becomes minus 5, then 1 into minus 5 is minus 5, so 11 minus 5 becomes 6, 1 into 6 is 6, minus 6 and 6 becomes 0. So you should always get a 0 in the end. That means this complete polynomial is divisible by the divisor. What was the divisor? Divisor was x minus 1. because the value of the variable becomes 1, that's why we have written here 1. Now this is what you get after division. That means now the polynomial is, you start writing from 1 degree lesser than what was the original polynomial. So it becomes what? X